You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
The Ram Mandir Trust, the body that will oversee the construction of the proposed Ram Temple in Ayodhya, held its first meeting on the 19th of Feb, and what came out of it was met with a bit of surprise. Two men accused in the demolition of the Babri Masjid in 1992 were selected for the top posts in the trust. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad's Vice President Champat Rai was appointed the General Secretary of the Trust, and Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas Chief Mahant Nritya Gopal Das has been named the Chairman of the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust. The Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas was also one of the petitioners in the Ayodhya title dispute case. Both men are accused of a laundry list of crimes, including rioting and incitement in the Babri Masjid demolition. Apart from this, Nripendra Mishra, who is the former Principal Secretary to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his close aide, has been chosen as the chairman of the Ram Temple Nirman Committee. What does this indicate? Should people who are still under trial for involvement in the Babri Masjid demolition be on the Ram Mandir Trust? And who, apart from them, are closely involved in this ambitious project? Welcome back to The Big Story, the podcast where we dissect headline-making news. I'm Vishnu, Gopinath. Today we're joined by political commentator Arati, Jerath. The first meeting of the newly constituted Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra was held at Supreme Court lawyer K. Parasharan's home in Delhi's Greater Kailash and lasted over 3 hours. Remember, the 93-year-old represented the Hindu side in the Ayodhya title dispute and was named the head of the Ram Mandir Trust. It's here that we found out about the 3 names that I talked about in the beginning. Champat Rai as the General Secretary of the Trust, Mahant Nritya Gopal Das as the Chairman or the President of the Trust, and Nripendra Mishra as the Chairman of the Ram Temple Nirman Committee. We're going to come back to Nripendra Mishra in a bit. But despite not being named in the initial list of members, a report in the Economic Times from 6th February said that both Rai and Das had been, quote-unquote, assured that they would be nominated by the other trustees. So why weren't they on the list initially, and why were they nominated later? I'm going to get political commentator Arati Jerath to join us here.
But what is interesting is that the leadership of the trust has been handed to 2 members of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. That is Champak Rai. I think he's been made the General Secretary. And I've forgotten who's been made the President, but he's also from the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. You can just look it up and see. Now, both these people are actually accused in the Babri Masjid demolition case. And I'm told that, in the beginning there was some thinking in the government that since they're accused and not, they're not cleared of these criminal charges, they shouldn't be appointed. But I think the pressure from the RSS was intense because, as you know, the VHP is an affiliate of the RSS. So that is why they've been appointed President and General Secretary, which are the 2 main leadership positions in the trust.
The Quint's Aishwarya Iyer also spoke to Mahant Kamal Nayan Das, the man who will succeed Mahant Nritya Gopal Das as the chief of the Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas. Listen.
Want to hear the rest of this podcast? Check out the link to the full episode in the description below and follow the Quint on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, JioSaavn and all other platforms we are on.